2 is a well-crafted story that tries to include politics, racism, rape, magic, killing, while sweetening the end result with twists and turns at every corner, creating what I would say is one of the most interesting and personal stories in an RPG to date. The complex characters that go beyond the two-dimensional ones you're seeing far too often in gaming, the romance that feels actually real, and the decisions that create a whole different outcome make this game so well written that I loved almost everything about the story. So our favorite Witcher Geralt has returned, and he still has no memories. He lost them all, sadly, and that's his main mission, is to regain all his memories. He travels and meets different people, and slowly but surely begins to regain some of his memories. However, he's a Witcher for hire, meaning the guy has to make a living, right? So he does jobs for people and gets the money. It's not an easy life for a Witcher, whose life mainly revolves around hunting monsters and killing people and bad guys. Now let me talk a little bit about the political side of the story, which is actually pretty interesting.
Revere.
Your Majesty.
As usual, you turn up where and when you're least expected.
It's mostly about kings ruling certain areas in the north. The tremendous amount of detail put into the backstory and the decisions these people made in the past usually connect the overall main plot line, even to the point of helping Geralt regain his memories by helping the kings or not helping them, no matter what choices you make. Furthermore, you'll get to learn a lot about these by listening and reading all the stories about the kings, and you know what? You get views on politics in the game. Similar to real life, eventually though, you'll just want to slaughter everyone in politics. The strongest part would be the characters themselves. Just about every single person you meet who you speak to has something interesting to say. Some want to help you, others want to hire you, hell, some will want to kill you. The more you learn about the character, the sooner you'll be able to decide if you want to help him or just leave him or just kill him. It's all up to you, which is really cool. Each character has a unique personality and not the standard, oh, he's good, she's bad type of bullshit, which is refreshing.
Only man who can provide important information.
That's right. I'm the fucking only man. The only one. Get it? That's me.
Shut up, Audrin.
The voice work is well done, especially the main cast, and you'll get no complaints from me on that front. The dialogue itself, for the most part, is great, though you'll have a few lines that'll make you feel like, and kind of feels forced. You can't really hold it against the story, though, because there's so much dialogue put into it. For the most part, you'll smile, maybe laugh, maybe cheer, maybe even cry at some of the dialogue. The decisions you make feel like they have a tremendous impact. Even more so, some of the decisions are timed, making you choose quickly, just like in real life. Sometimes you gotta go with the instinct, and sometimes you gotta do this, and then bam, changes so many lives, which is really cool because that's kind of like real life. You know that thing called life? Yeah. The same goes for the game. Hell, one choice you make, the second chapter, the entire chapter, changes completely from areas, quests, and the people you meet. Right there proves the massive scope the story is trying to present. Really, I have nothing to say bad about the story. If anything, I give them credit for creating such a well-detailed, mature, and quite frankly, fascinating storyline.
Help me up!
In terms of looks, this game is nothing short of amazing. The game is beautiful. The environments look phenomenal. If I had to be honest, they're probably the best graphics I've seen in some time. Sure, I have a high-end computer that can run them on high, so it might look a little better than what you're seeing in terms of the footage that I'm showing. But honestly, even on the lowest settings, this game is beast. The magics look magical. Yep, pun intended. The sword fighting looks great, and the amount of detail put into all the character models is wonderful. The lip sync seems to be an issue to some people in the graphical department. Honestly, I'm so into the storyline and watching what they're saying and, well, reading what they're saying, that I really don't care about those little things. And yeah, there's some funky animations, but it shouldn't really bother you because everything looks so freaking good. The art design is wonderful. The game is beautiful. So to sum it up, the game looks gorgeous in just about every aspect. RPGs have definitely expanded in terms of the genre, and there's various different types of RPGs out there now. It's not really like a first-person shooter where some people have a preference on the feel of the shooter, but if it works, then it's at least, you know, playable for anybody who likes shooters. RPGs, on the other hand, have basically tried to take a genre and add more to it or make it different, and this one is no different. When you try an action gameplay with RPGs, you're either massively successful, that's right, pun intended from Mass Effect, or fail miserably, like horrible RPG that came out on PS3 that I can't even remember the name. It was like Zealot Odin or some weird Japanese thing. Either way, Witcher 2 could have went either way. For the most part, though, it went the right way. The combat split into sword fighting and magic use. Also, in the fights, you can use traps and bombs which you create. It's an awesome little feature and definitely can change the tide of the battle. I wanted to start with sword fighting. It feels button smash because it honestly is. Then again, most action RPGs are. Now, what separates just basically smash the X over and over again is that the AI will destroy your ass if you don't plan on doing certain moves and watching the battlefield, because you will die pretty relatively quickly. Sadly, I'm playing on easy due to absolutely sucking with the keyboard. I'm just really bad in terms of action games. Shooters, I'll shoot your face off. But it's easy to see this game can whoop your ass. If I died on easy a couple of times, then you know on hard mode, the game is prepared to whoop your little ass. So try that, you know, slash and not block or not dodge, and frankly, you'll be fucked. The magic is based on the signs you know. You could switch between them, such as fire or put a defensive barrier around yourself. They come in handy, especially during certain battles. Boss. You'll be able to knock away enemies, put them on fire, defend yourself, and so on, giving you an advantage to change the battle around. Mix that with the swift swordplay, and you have yourself a quick and fun battle system. Now, the problem with the combat is sometimes, usually, based on the area, it can become frustrating. Sometimes getting stuck in a corner when 6 monsters or enemies are surrounding you can be tough, even if you're blocking. If they are relentless and don't stop attacking you and you're stuck in a small area and for some reason the table won't break but you can blow up a wall and you can't escape, prepare to restart. It's not a huge problem because there's not that many bad areas, but thanks to some really crappy areas, usually small little hallways, I was forced to restart a fight a few times just so I can get out of that area. Also, the major boss battles, while they look fun and cinematic, the actual battles themselves can be really annoying and a bit tough. Once you find out the secrets of beating each and every boss, it's pretty easy, but till then, it's just plain annoying. Lucky there really aren't many, so it's a small complaint. The rest of the game requires you to travel quite a lot, find ingredients, craft weapons, swords, bombs, traps, and last but not least, speak to a lot of people. This is all standard RPG stuff from the sounds of it. The game got most of it right in that sense too. The crafting of weapons, swords, bombs, and so on is easy, fun, and gives you a reason to pick up all that loot after you kill someone. I also quite enjoyed speaking to the NPCs of the game, simply to learn about their stories, sometimes help them out with quests, and even sometimes kill them. Either way, it's rewarding because it's interesting to hear what the NPCs have to say. Now, the big thing I hate the most in this game is the map. If there was ever a complaint I had about this amazing game, it's the map. It's a piece of fucking horseshit, cocksucking design by a 3-year-old map. Now that I got that out of my system, there's really that one true negative about the whole gameplay. The rest are minor complaints, but the map really pisses me off. The map never really helps. Shit, it'll get you lost most of the time instead of helping you, and the tracker on missions sometimes goes haywire and picks random spots on the map to go to. The last thing I'll speak about is the traveling. You do quite a lot of it, though I honestly didn't mind it at all. The map isn't huge like Oblivion or anything, but it's big enough where you can search areas and find secrets. I liked that quite a bit. I kept wishing for a fast travel button because honestly, going to the same place 9 or 10 times by walking there just feels like filler and added time into the game's clock when really there should be a fast travel, let's be honest. Still, the traveling was fun. I got to search areas to find treasure and such and kill baddies.
Elves possess a sensitivity humans can't ever hope to acquire.
Now, I know this is a long review, and if you're sticking with me, well, Thank you. I enjoyed my time with Witcher 2 immensely, if you couldn't have guessed. I have very little negatives on this game. I wasn't the biggest fan of Witcher 1. I thought it was decent at best, maybe even good at best, but with a meh fighting system, so-so graphics, and a dreadful atmosphere, I can never get into the universe. Luckily, Witcher 2 grabbed me, gave me a little bit of a blowjob, and I fell in love. Is that too graphic? Oh well. My point is the rich lore of The Witcher was always there. Witcher 2 just presented in a way I could really dig my nails into. That's why I picked up the book too. The game will last you about 25 to 30, no, about 40 actually, hours, and depending on how many side quests you do. However, like I said, there's one choice that'll make it change the entire chapter 2, meaning all new people, quests, and so on. So you'll probably warrant a second playthrough. And then you can do it 14 more times because this is a total of 16 endings. I know, quite a lot. Quite a lot compared to 3, right? Hey, you know what, I make fun. I'm gonna shut up. Content-wise, The Witcher 2 is amazing. Not only that, but they keep on making it better and better. Soon the Enhanced Edition will come out on the 360 and be free to all PC owners who own this game. So no matter which copy you pick up, you should love it. I was rewarded with a fascinating world filled with rich characters, fun combat, and interesting areas to explore. I can't speak for everyone, but for myself, this is easily one of the best RPGs this generation. I give Witcher 2 a 9, and I only hope to see it get better from here. I will try to get the Enhanced Edition, will hopefully fix the goddamn map, maybe the tracking system, add some more combat and new cutscenes, you know, stuff like that, make it even better. But for now, you're getting an amazing game with very few problems that can probably be ignored by most. So tell me, what did you think of Witcher 2? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? More? Less? And if not, are you picking up the Enhanced Edition for Xbox or the PC? Comment below and enjoy the review.
Kick the bastard!